In this video, we are going to explore a practical way to summarize data by quota, but with a twist. We'll only include the rows that meet a specific condition. What are we trying to do? You've got a table that includes a date, a temperature, and a production amount. In Power Query, we can extract the quota from a date, like this. Right-click and select Transform Quota Quota. This gives you numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. To make it more readable, let's add a prefix like Q1, Q2, and so on. If you will go to the Transform tab and use Format Add Prefix, then just type Q. Let's think. First, we need to convert the data into a quota, then filter rows by temperature range and group the results by quota, summing up the production column. The goal is to calculate the total production for each quota, but only when the temperature is between -10 and -5 Celsius. By the way, if you want to do this all in one neat step using M-code, here is how. Just combine them like this. Next, we filter to keep only the rows where temperature is between -10 and -5 Celsius. Click the temperature column, use number filters between, and set the range -10, -5. Now your table shows only the rows we care about. Now that we've filtered the table, let's group the rows by quota. Use the Group By feature, Group By Quota column, and sum the production column. This gives you total production per quota, but only for rows within the temperature range. Looks good, but there is a small issue. If a quota doesn't have any rows within the temperature range, it simply disappears from the results. That might be fine sometimes, but what if you want to see all 4 quotas, even if the total is 0? Let's build a more flexible version that handles that. Here is a smarter method. First, group all rows by quota before filtering. Then, each group, which is now a mini table or nested table, filter by temperature. Finally, sum the production for the filtered rows. This guarantees that all quotas will appear, even if some have no matching temperatures. As you may already know, the underscore symbol is the inner table for each group. So we can just replace it with the step we created before. Now change the step name, grouped rows, with underscore symbol. This way, even if a quota has no matching rows, it still appears in the final table. Let's grab only the last column, production values. Just type the column name in square brackets. And we can use listSum function to sum it all up. The last thing we need is to replace the null value with a 0. Type $0. This means if the result is null, use 0 instead. This pattern, group first then filter, can be helpful when you need to preserve structure in your results, but it can also slow down the performance. So choose wisely. See you in the next one.